and welcome to another yoga flow. My name is Megan and I'm guiding you today. We're going to start in a seated position. If you want to find yourself in a comfortable spot on your mat in an effortless position, you can cross your legs, put your palms on your knees, palms down for some grounding, palms up for some openness, for some insight. And I invite you to shut down your eyes and bring your attention inwards. Just really start to land on your mat. Just start noticing your thoughts, letting go of everything that it took for you to get to your mat today. And scan your body to see how you're feeling, to see how you're showing up today. Noticing the quality of your breath. And starting to enhance your inhales, breathing deep into your lungs and stomach. Feeling that you are pressing into the ground every time you exhale, just really letting go. I invite you to bring to mind now something that you're grateful for. Gratitude is extremely powerful, and we often take things for granted. So I encourage you to think of something big or small or several things, whether it's just having this moment to yourself, gratitude for the evening ahead, grateful for a warm shower at the end of this. Big or small, just bringing to mind things that you're appreciative of. And crystallizing a few ideas to inspire you and to focus you, or to keep you focused throughout the movements, the asanas of our yoga practice today. Opening your eyes and taking a big inhale, bring your arms up, reach up, look up. Exhale, palms to center. Inhale, bring your arms up. Exhale, left hand down and start leaning towards the left side, reaching over with your right hand. Inhale to reach. Exhale to bend a little deeper and start playing with moving your chest open and close, bringing your right shoulder towards the mat and then opening up your chest towards the sky. Inhale, coming all the way up. Exhale, other side. Getting a comfortable spot in our bend. And then rotating, opening up, and closing in. Inhale, coming back all the way up. Reach up, look up. Spend your breath for a moment. Exhale, big sigh. Palms to center. Getting comfortable, or maybe switching up the leg that's in front of you if you're in cross-legged. We'll come into a wrist stretch. So bringing your left arm forward, extending it outward, straight shoulder to wrist. Inhale to grab your pinky. Exhale, slowly bend it back towards you. Fingers are wide, spread wide, straightened. Gently pulling it back. Inhale, grabbing your ring finger. Exhale, gently pulling it back. Inhale for the middle finger. Exhale, gently pull. Getting into the wrists, the forearm. Inhale, grab your index. Exhale, pulling it back. Lastly, inhale, grab your thumb, gentle pull towards the left. Exhale to bring it back. Feels so good here, especially if you've been working at a desk all day. Let it go, shake it out. And we'll do the other side. Right arm out, palm facing outwards. Inhale, grab your pinky. Exhale, gently pull it back. Next finger. Inhale, middle finger. Index. And your thumb, gently pulling it to the right before intending it back towards you on the exhale. And we'll shake that out. Coming into a tabletop position. Wrists underneath our shoulders, knees under our hips. We'll do a few cat-cows, curling from the tailbone. Vertebrae by vertebrae, drop the belly, open up the chest, look up. Exhale, starting with the tailbone, dome in your back, into the shoulders, look between your thighs. And doing this a few times at your own rhythm. Doing any variation that you like. I'm going to continue to get into the hands and wrists by flipping over the direction of my fingers. Adding in some neck movements. Rolling our hips side to side. Getting all the directions of our spine here. If you're doing one direction, don't forget to switch and do the next. Coming back into stillness, find a neutral spine, so a slight tap of the tailbone. Curl your toes underneath and we'll warm up our core by hovering our knees just an inch above the ground. Pressing into our hands and our toes on the inhale, lift your knees just an inch, spine is long. Breathe in. Drop it down. We'll do a cat-cow just to shake that off. Inhale, drop the belly, look up. Exhale, dome the shoulders, look to the navel. Back to neutral spine, and we'll do one more. Inhale, press it into your hands, hovering the knees. Breathing here. On your exhale, take a step back with your right foot and then with your left foot coming into a plank posture. So everything stays the same in your wrists and shoulders, your back is still long. Breathing here, holding this plank. Exhale, come back to the hovering table position. Breathe breathing here. On your next exhale, doing it again, taking step back one by one. Plank, warming up those arms. Exhale, bend the knees, lift your hips up, coming into a downward dog, and shaking that out. Pedaling your feet, wagging your hips. Just loosening up here. Drop the neck. And find stillness in your downward dog. On your next inhale, come on your tippy toes, flowing into plank slowly like a wave, pause. Exhale, deep bend in the knees, send the hips back to the heels, straighten out the legs, downward dog. 2 more times, we'll flow like this. Inhale into plank. Exhale, spring back, downward dog. 2 more. And finding stillness in downward dog, pressing into the knuckles of our fingers. Start walking your hands back towards your feet, generous bend in the knees. We're gonna ragdoll at the back of our mat. Let go of your arms and of your neck. Important to have the bend in the knees to really release in the back. And just either stay here in stillness or sway a bit. On your next inhale, pressing into your shins, straighten out your legs, straighten out your back, halfway lift. Exhale, fold over completely. One more time, inhale, halfway lift. Sit bones curling up, getting into those hamstrings. Exhale, let it all go, forward fold. Generous bend in the knees. On your next inhale, slowly lift your arms and upper body up, maintaining that bend in the knees, coming into a chair posture. Inhale here. Exhale, bring your hands into prayer into your chair. So your feet are about hip width apart. It's kind of like a lazy squat for this one at least. Weight is in the heels. You can still see your toes. We're just finding our edge here, warming up our body. Inhale to straighten up, look up. Exhale, gentle twist towards the right side. Not going too deep here. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, gentle twist to the left side. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, let it all go, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, drop it down. Generous bend in the knees. Slow inhale, curl yourself all the way up to stand, vertebrae by vertebrae, shoulders to ears, rolling your chest open. And taking a moment here in a standing mountain pose, Tadasana. Feeling into all corners of your feet. Feeling grateful for your body, for this moment, for your health. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, fold over. Walking your hands back out, coming into a downward dog. Inhale, raise your right leg out, three-legged dog. Exhale, take a big step forward, drop the left knee. We're coming into a low lunge. Light on our fingertips and exhaling to the full expression. Grabbing on either elbow here at the top of our head, tucking in the tailbone. We're just gonna start gently leaning in into our front knee. Feeling a nice stretch in our left hip flexors, perhaps even looking up for a slight bend in our back. Breathing here, finding our edge. Exhale, plant your left hand down and inhale, bringing your right hand up for an easy twist in low lunge. Just holding here in this twist. Bring your right arm down, framing your foot, take a step back, downward dog. Vinyasa here, you can stay in downward dog. Inhale into plank. Exhale, slower than you like, coming all the way down to your belly. Inhale, cobra. Fingertips underneath your shoulders, almost like you're pulling yourself up, away, lowering down. Curl your toes, coming through tabletop. Inhale, and then exhale, downward dog. We'll do the other side now. Inhale, left leg lifts, three-legged dog. Just a transition. Big step through, drop the right knee. Lighten our fingertips. Inhale, come all the way up in the full expression. Perhaps grabbing our elbows in the opposite direction. Slight tuck of the tailbone. Breathing here and sinking in a little deeper into the posture. On your exhale, bringing your right palm down this time, easy twist, opposite direction. And bring your left hand down, step back, downward dog. Another option to flow here. Inhale, rolling like a wave, plank. Exhale, all the way down. Use your knees if you like. Fingertips under shoulders. Push and pull yourself, peeling up with your upper back cobra, tailbone tucked. Breathing in here, I really like rolling my neck in cobra, feels so good. Exhale, lower. Fingertips to the nipple line, curling your toes, perhaps challenging yourself, coming into plank. Exhale, downward dog. Wrapping your shoulders around so you're almost able to see your underarms. You can see the pits of your elbows. And pushing away from your mat. Drop the head. Inhale, right leg lifts, three-legged dog. Hips are aligned, toes are facing downwards. Inhale to reach your heel a little higher. Exhale, big step forward in between the hands. Keeping your left knee up this time. Inhale, light on your fingertips. Exhale, slowly roll yourself all the way up into a crescent lunge. Feeling your body for alignment. Bringing my right hip back, left hip forward. Sinking into my right knee. Inhale, arms up. Perhaps a slight back bend even. Exhale, drop the left hand, easy twist. Breathing here. Now drop the left knee and reach your right arm towards the back of your mat. If you're feeling a little adventurous, try lifting up your foot and grabbing it with your hand. If you can't quite reach, just the intention like this is a great place to stay at. Otherwise, try grabbing your foot and bringing your heel towards your bum. Getting a really deep stretch into those hip flexors. Not feeling any sensation in your lower back. Breathing here. And on your exhale, gently let your leg go back down. Come back to frame your foot. Take a big step back, downward dog. Option to flow here. Inhale to plank. Exhale, lower. cobra. Coming through tabletop or plank. And exhale back to downward dog. And we'll come into the other side. Inhale, left leg lifts. Pausing here in three-legged dog. Inhaling to bring our heel a little bit higher. Exhale, bend the knee, big step through. Inhale, lighten our fingertips. Exhale, slow roll all the way up, crescent lunge. Inhale, look up when you're aligned. Reach up, perhaps even reaching back behind you. Woo! Finding your balance, finding your edge. In my alignment, I'm still maintaining that tucked tailbone, so the bending comes from more of the middle of your back. And then bringing our right hand down, coming into an easy twist. Looking up towards your fingers, or if it's straining the neck, just let it drop. Just do what feels good. Dropping the right knee now, coming into our stretch of our hip flexors, reaching towards the back of our mat with our left hand, and then grabbing our right foot, bringing it in towards our bum, heel to bum, and getting a nice twist at the same time. Should have mentioned, if you have sensitive knees, some padding can be used, or you can flip your mat and lay your knee there. Letting go gently of everything, coming back to downward dog. Last option for vinyasa here. Inhaling into plank. Exhale, lower. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, lower. Inhale, plank. Exhale, downward dog. And we'll take a seated position with our toes curled under, sitting on our heels, flipping our baby toes out if they aren't already, and just coming into stillness here for a moment as we start moving towards a slower portion of our yoga practice today. Feeling the energy we just created in our body and the warmth. Coming back to a slow, controlled rhythm of breath and recalling our intention and all the reasons that we have to be grateful, big and small. Coming into a tabletop position, you can shake out your legs if you're feeling a little stiff there. We're gonna get a bit more into our twist. So from tabletop, inhale, bring your right arm all the way up. Exhale, bring it through your left arm and your left leg, reaching. Inhale, bring it back up. Exhale, kind of twisting, dipping it through. One more time, inhale, reach up. This time on the exhale, as you reach it through, drop your shoulder down. And we'll come in and just lay here in this twist. Trying to maintain your hips aligned. Not putting too much weight, but just noticing the space we're creating in our shoulders and our back. I like to come into a half bind here, kind of grabbing my inner thigh, opening up a bit more. And we'll breathe here for 5 breaths. and out of the posture slowly. Inhale, reach your right arm up. Exhale, plant it down. And we'll do the other side. Inhale, left arm reaches up. Exhale, reaches through. Inhale, opening up. Exhale, needling through. Isn't that it? Needle and thread? I forget. Inhale, reaching up. Exhale, reaching it through, dropping the shoulder, dropping our face, landing on the mat. Feeling the twist, maintaining the alignment of our hips, and finding any adjustments that we need here to get comfortable as we stay here for 5 breaths. Pressing into our right hand to slowly peel ourselves open again. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, plant it down. We're gonna do pigeon on both sides. So exhaling into downward dog. Pressing our heels towards the mat, curling our sit bones up. Dropping the neck and chest in our downward dog. Inhale, reach your right leg all the way up, 3-legged dog. Exhale, right knee to right wrist. Maybe shimmying your left leg down a bit so you can lower yourself. Your right shin is aligned with the short edge of your mat, and you're flexing your foot to protect your knee. So because we've been working on a lot of twists, I invite you to maintain kind of a standing posture here, having your hips aligned and using your hands to keep you upright. Pigeon is actually a really nice back bending posture, and with all our twists, our spine is nice and warmed up. So breathing here as we feel the engagement in our legs, feeling a nice deep stretch in our right leg, as well as opening up our chest, perhaps shutting down the eyes. And focusing on our breath. If you're having a hard time getting comfortable, you can flip over and do a figure 4 posture on your back, or use some props to keep your hips a little bit elevated off the mat. Big, deep inhale. Side out, full exhale. Coming out of your pigeon any way that feels right. I like to press into my hands, like curl my back foot, and come back into a downward dog. Maybe shake it out a bit before we do the other side. Inhale, left leg lifts, 3-legged dog. Exhale, bend the left knee to left wrist. Coming into our pigeon on this side, or our figure 4 if that's what we did on our first side. Continuing to get into our back, our hips, focusing inwards. This time as you're coming out of pigeon, just make your way into a seat with your knees bent, feet in front of you. Your bum is at the middle of your mat. Inhale, reach up, look up. Exhale, reaching your arms forward gently, vertebrae by vertebrae. Roll your back, shoulders, and last your neck down onto the mat. We'll do 3 bridges here. So planting our heels onto the mat, right underneath our knees, tucking in our pelvis here, pressing our palms into the mat. Inhale from the hips, reach your hips all the way up. Knees are intended forward. Exhale, slowly, vertebrae by vertebrae, drop your hips down. Inhale, hips come all the way up. Deep breath, feel it into your chest. Exhale, lower it down. Do that one more time and we'll pause at the top of the inhale. So inhale, curling up into bridge. And pausing here, squeezing the glutes, breathing deeply here. Every inhale we expand and go a little higher, perhaps even bringing our hands to clasp behind our back, walking our shoulders in. With every exhale, we're reminded of our intention and we let go of a bit of effort. 2 more deep breaths. This is our last bit of effort. Exhale, gently let all of it go, rolling down slowly. Coming into Shavasana, your left foot to the left corner of the mat, right foot to the right. Flipping your palms upwards, tucking your shoulders underneath. Spine is long. Option to plant your feet and bring your knees together to get a release in your back. Finding this moment of stillness. Bringing your intention inwards and noticing how different your body might feel from just a few minutes ago when we started. With each exhale, letting go of every muscle, loosening our cells, our fascia, just letting it all go, melting into the mat. Scanning your body and noticing any areas of tension and sending your breath there as if it were the medicine that you needed. Letting go of the muscles in your jaw and your face, around the eyes, and your eyebrows. Gently start wiggling your fingers and your toes, rolling your wrists and your ankles, maybe looking side to side, rolling your head. Inhale, take a big morning stretch, reaching either side of the mat. Exhale, give yourself a big hug, tight squeeze. Rolling over onto either side, coming into a fetal posture, using your hand, your arm as a pillow. Taking the last few moments here to be grateful for who you are and saying something kind to yourself. I'm recently reminded that a belief is just a thought that you keep thinking. So we are very much in control of what we believe. Why not choose to believe something positive about yourself? Leaving behind something on your mat that's not serving you. Slowly make your way into a seated position. Thank you for taking the time to practice with me. Hope you have a lovely rest of your day. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Peace.